Good morning. Procrastination. Isn't that your problem? Putting things off until later, which becomes putting off things until tomorrow, which becomes pulling an all nighter to complete a task the night before it's even due. It's a stressful way to operate, and all your hard work still can't produce the results you hoped. This is something almost every college student can relate to. In college, it is more common than not to find students putting off their schoolwork. Whether it's an essay, studying for an exam, or even just reading assignments, procrastination has become a normal habit. Usually, this happens because of distractions and poor time management, but with a few simple habit changes, this problem can be avoided. Today, I'm going to talk about procrastination in college students, what causes it, and how we can fix it. First, let's look at the problem. Procrastination is a serious issue among college students. Instead of starting assignments early, many students wait until the last possible moment. At first, it might not seem like a big deal, but over time, it creates real consequences. When you put off your work, you end up rushing it to finish. Instead of taking your time and producing your best work, you're just trying to compete before the deadline. It often leads to lower grades, not because you're not capable, but because you didn't give it enough time. Another major issue is stress. When all of these assignments pile up, everything starts to feel overwhelming. You go from having plenty of time to suddenly feeling like you have no time at all. That pressure can cause anxiety and make it even harder to focus. Procrastination also leads to the lack of sleep. Many students stay up late or pull all nighters just to meet the deadlines. And while you might get an assignment done, you're sacrificing your energy, focus, and overall health. The next day, you're tired, less productive, and more likely to fall behind again. A perfect example of this is staying up all night before a deadline. You tell yourself, I'll just do it later. And before you know it, it's midnight, then 2 a.m., then 4 a.m., and you're still trying to finish. At that point, you're not doing your best work. You're just trying to survive. So now that we understand the problem, the question is, why do we procrastinate? One of the biggest causes is distractions. We live in a world full of them. Phones, social media, video games, and streaming apps are all designed to grab your attention instantly. You might sit down to do homework, check your phone for a minute, and suddenly an hour's passed. Another cause is instant gratification. Doing something like scrolling on your phone feels easy and enjoyable in the moment, while working on a long assignment feels difficult. So naturally, we choose what feels good now, even if it's creating problems later. A lot of students also struggle because they don't have structure. Without a clear schedule or plan, it's easy to lose track of time or underestimate how long you have until it needs to be done. When you don't plan ahead, deadlines sneak up on you. And sometimes procrastination happens because we feel overwhelmed. When an assignment feels too big or too difficult, it's easier to avoid it completely. But avoiding it doesn't make it go away, it just makes it worse. So if distractions, lack of structure, and feeling overwhelmed are the causes, how do we fix it? The solution is building better habits. One of the easiest ways to start is by using a planner or a schedule. When you write down your assignments and deadlines, you can see exactly what needs to be done and when. This helps you stay organized and avoid last minute surprises. Another important strategy is breaking assignments into smaller tasks. Instead of thinking about finishing the entire assignment, focus on one part at a time. This makes the work feel more manageable and less overwhelming. You can also use what's called the start small method. Instead of telling yourself that you need to finish everything, just commit to working for 5 or 10 minutes. Starting is usually the hardest part, but once you begin, it becomes easier to keep going. Limit distractions is also key. That might mean putting your phone on silent, turning off notifications, or even using an app to block the social media while you work. These small changes can make a difference in your focus. And most importantly, start earlier. It sounds simple, but it works. When you give yourself more time, you feel less pressure, you produce better work, and you avoid unnecessary stress. So here's my challenge to you: start your assignments 10 minutes at minimum. Just try to start your assignment and give it 10 minutes and watch yourself succeed. Just starting a little earlier can completely change how you work. So, to summarize, procrastination is a major problem among college students. It leads to stress, poor performance, and lack of sleep. It is mainly caused by distractions, lack of structure, and feeling overwhelmed. However, by building better habits like planning ahead, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and limiting distractions, we can reduce procrastination and improve our success. Many people think that staying up late, pulling all nighters, and waking up early to study is what college success looks like. But in reality, success in college doesn't start the night before, it starts earlier. Thank you.